funk, thoughts deep, boys steeped in the depths that he sunk. Big stress, depressed in the middle of fall. Sky gray, I late in the thick of it all. I wonder, how long can a human survive just staying alive or carrying the rest of the tribe? Waiting for the day to arrive or struggling dies, and I be doing way, way more than getting by. So why? Got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. So we teary eyes realize life is so much more than just living the day. Every day I can sit and reflect and breathe and connect to myself and know that I've been given. See, giving up is not an option. So when I'm looking at gray skies, I'll be adopting a new way to deal with a test. Lord, relieve me of stress. The ring be looking like when blessings drop in. And so I got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, here we go. Yeah. Let's do this. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. Woo.
God dang it, she bro already in the chat tripping like I ain't nothing. What's up with it, bro? What's up with it? What's up with it? What's up with it? And now, if you want to tune in as well, too, salute, welcome, everybody. And everybody else who are in the chat, welcome as well, too. Welcome to the podcast. I am Urban. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold up. I'm kind of stickler for certain things. Let me fix this. All right, cool. All right, so appreciate y'all tuning into the podcast tonight. We got an interesting topic that I'm gonna cover with y'all tonight, like always. But first of all, before y'all say anything, I'm gonna say it first, okay? Yes, Urban is wearing pink, okay? The reason why Urban is wearing pink is because this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, all right? So throughout the whole entire month of October, you will be seeing me wearing this pink shirt. I may be dressed up in pink bow tie and everything all month long, whatever I decide to do, but I will be in pink all month long for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The reason why is because I have family members and friends who are either survivors of cancer or breast cancer, or they either dealing with it or they have passed away from breast cancer. So I always make it a point to, for me to always dedicate my streams all month long dealing with Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And also, I always try my best to try to donate to the fund and everything, because that's something that's very important that I have dealt with, for us with family members and friends. Not me personally, but family members and friends most definitely. Maybe you have family members or friends as well too who either are survivors of breast cancer, or they either dealing with it, or they probably either pass away from it. This is one of the many ways how I give back to that, is by dedicating my stream for this all month long. Okay. Other ways that I give back is also participating, in donating to the Susie B. Coben fund and everything, doing donations and different things like that as well too. If you have a breast cancer awareness drive in your community or your state, by all means participate in it. Is very beneficial because it do help out with the research and different things like that to help people become survivors. All right. So that's with that. Want to throw out that disclaimer out there for y'all. Other than that, let's jump to the show tonight, y'all. So tonight's show, I ran across another video on TikTok with this young lady. She was giving her perspective about relationships. Now, I have dropped a poll in the chat. Some people already told me that they're already participating in the chat right now. Appreciate y'all. But I dropped this poll in the chat because I'm very curious. I'm very curious to want to know y'all perspective on it, especially men. Especially men. Man, do y'all believe that women have every right to give us relationship advice? Let me ask a question here. Do y'all believe that women have every right to give us relationship advice? So you should be asking yourself, what do you mean, Urban? What are you talking about? Duh. Yeah. Let me be more specific in what I say. Okay. What I'm talking about is this. Man, do you believe that women should give you relationship advice with dealing with you being an actual man? Say, for example, a woman tell you that you're less than a man if you don't pay the bills. You're less than a man if you don't open up the doors for her or do things that's known as being a gentleman or being chivalrous. Do you believe that women have every right to tell you that? Or do you believe that it's better for other men to give you that type of feedback? What would y'all think, fellas? And women, y'all can also give y'all feedback as well too. While y'all thinking about that, and while y'all also participate in the poll, let me go ahead and address the chat some more. Mad Dog, I do see you in the house as well. Appreciate it, sweetheart. Appreciate you with your new picture. I see you. Cover your eyes up. I see you. I see you. Constance, what's up, boss lady? Appreciate you. Constance say breast cancer. My mama, older sister died from that. My condolences to that. I know how that is for real. You know what I'm saying? My condolences to that too. And everybody else who are watching the stream right now, y'all probably either watching in the bushes or you probably watch the replay. Salute to y'all. So Rashid said this. He said, "Nah, not that way, boy." So do you want to retract your vote now? You want to retract your vote now, bro? But I purposely made that voter poll like that for a reason, So he says, "Man, we should know what other women need and like," which that is true. That is true. I agree. I agree. I agree. So let's dive into this video tonight, y'all. Let's dive into this video. I want y'all to hear this young lady perspective. Now she gonna give us the difference between a boyfriend and a husband and a man and a boy. All right. So I want y'all to listen to what she got to say about this. Of course, like I always, I'm gonna give y'all my perspective about this, and we're gonna jump for there. All right. Let's go, y'all. Let's go, because it's gonna be interesting for real. All right, let's go, young lady.
A woman is truly
That's not
first
it.
in your.
Here we go.
Okay, y'all, so I came across these videos and I want y'all to watch these because I want you to see the difference between a boy and a man, and a boyfriend and a husband. Enjoy.
How long have you been together?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
Has he proposed to you yet? No.
No, not yet. It's coming. It's coming.
You guys live together now?
Yes.
A year and a half. Yeah.
So why would he put a ring on it then if he's already getting everything?
That's a good question. He's getting a wifey. Okay, you got it.
What?
Why would you put a ring on it if we already live together? If I'm already doing wifey
Because
shit.
I genuinely love you.
Oh. So when you plan on proposing? You starting something.
Why do I need a ring to show you my love and dedication to you when I do that on a daily basis?
A ring is making it official.
Yeah, there's no such thing as official. You love each other. It's just like
A ring is making it official.
everybody got their own opinion. So it's just like, she a female, so a female gonna have their own opinion anyway.
You're single until married, in my opinion.
That term don't mean shit to me.
If you've been with somebody 3 years and you gotta beg for a ring, run. Run. He's not gonna marry you.
What should you spend on our wedding?
All right, so let's look at the first video that she showed. All right, so her first example of this video that she showed to us, is these two couples. Apparently, they've been together for 3 years. Okay, 3 years. So the dude that was interviewing them on the strip, right? He was asking them, preferably asking this dude, why you haven't married her yet, which I believe was a valid question. I believe was nothing wrong with it. But however, you could tell by his body language that he felt real uncomfortable with answering that question. Now, think about it is this, y'all. One thing about me is that I'm very analytical, and I notice everything about people. I notice their body language. I notice everything. I notice details. So one thing about this dude for certain is that whenever a dude have his hand, you see how he have his hand and stuff, right? Right off the back, he's in a defense position. Okay, meaning that he feel like that he have to defend himself. Now, once again, the question wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad question. It was a very valid question. But we should be asking ourselves, why do he feel defensive about this question? Now, another thing that we need to ask ourselves is that why do he feel like that he don't need to legally marry this woman? That's another question that we need to examine too. But let's go deeper.
Has he proposed to you yet?
No.
No, not yet. It's coming. It's coming.
You guys live together now?
Now notice what he also said is he also said that it's coming. It's coming, meaning that it's not something that he planned on, right? He may have considered it at one point in time, but it's not something exactly in his plan to do. Once again, we have to examine the question of why. Why? Okay. But let's continue. We're gonna go deeper, but let's continue.
Yes.
A year and a half. Yeah.
So why would he put a ring on it then if he's already getting everything?
That's a good question. He's getting a wifey. Okay, you got it.
Now the other question is that why is he getting everything if he didn't put a ring on her finger? Why is he getting everything if he didn't put a ring on her finger? Okay. Now those of y'all who's was coming in, right? Prior before this stream started, I did play one of my trailers, right? One of my trailers that I presented to y'all before this live stream is this. I wanted y'all to consider the point about marriage. Okay. Now, the only reason why marriage is the way that it is now in the modern day is based on this reason. Okay. It's based on the fact that back in the day when America was living in a more patriarchal system, right? Men were treating their women as property. And I'm talking about America. I'm not talking about no other country right now. I'm only talking about America. Okay. So men in this country that was under a patriarchal system. They was treating their women as property. They didn't treat their women as equal. They treated their women as property. They also treated their women the same equivalency of how the way white Americans treated black people as slaves. Same exact way. They treated slaves as property. They treated slaves as a form of transaction, just the same way how they treated their women as a form of transaction. They didn't treat them as equals at all. Therefore, that's the reason why women had came up with the equal rights movement. They now started protesting. They wanted to get their rights to vote, and all of this was because women wanted to be no longer be treated as property. They wanted to be treated as equals. Okay. So henceforth, the all the laws came forth, the civil rights laws and all these different other laws came forth towards the one women in slaves as well too. So Urban, why you mention this? The reason why I mention this is because I'm drawing y'all a story about how the way marriages is legally in this country. Modern day marriage in this country is treated as a transactional thing for women. I'm gonna say that again. Marriage, modern day marriage in this country is treated as a transactional for women. Why do you say that, Urban? The reason why I say that is because women nowadays, women want to know what are they getting out of this man. They got to get something out of this man because back in the day, if that man did not want that woman no more, guess what he did? He left her. He left her with nothing. Back in the day, that man could leave her with the children with absolutely nothing. Could put the children, her and the children out on the street because he had the legal right to do that based on the patriarchal system back in the day. But now in the modern day, right, women have more rights. So since they have more rights, they treat marriage as a transactional thing, meaning that they want to make sure that they are secure in the relationship. This is why women look more for, when they're looking for a man, they don't necessarily, in this day, they necessarily don't look for a man out of love. Love is actually the last thing that a woman will look for, to be honest with you, the modern day woman. But they also look for if this man is going to provide for her, going to look for if this man is going to protect her. These are the two most important things that a woman look for out of a man. So therefore, when a woman look at this relationship, it's transactional. And the only way this transaction could be legal is for that woman to be married legally to that man. Once again, the only way the woman is going to get this transaction is for it to be legal through marriage. Marriage is a legal transaction. This is the reason why a lot of modern day women want to be married, is so they could, as they say, secure the bag. Meaning that once when they have it legalized, right? If this man were to say, "Hey, I want to no longer be married to you," right? Now they have exclusive rights to get what is known as community property, meaning that they have exclusive right to get either half of the current possessions that both of them have accumulated together, or even more. So that is the reason why women these days they look to be married so they could secure that bag with these men. Now y'all thinking like, Urban, this a bad thing? To be honest with y'all, it ain't necessarily a bad thing unless you dealing with a messed up type of woman. Okay. If you're dealing with a woman who's messed up and she just out there trying to chase after you just for the bad, like a woman like Brittany Renner or these other type of weird women, right? Then yeah, it's a bad thing. Dude, you done dropped the ball. You didn't marry a good woman. But if you marry a good woman, then yeah, it's a good thing. It is nothing wrong with that. So I'm saying all this because based on how the way she's reacting to this dude, right? She's saying that marriage to her is a transaction. If I'm giving you these things that you want me to do, which is to be submissive to you, you want me to cook for you, you want us to play house together, you want me to bear your children, I need to get something out of this. I need to make sure that I'm secure, which is being legally married. Salute to everybody who's watching the podcast. Canby, I see you. I see you. Matter of fact, y'all, I ain't even on the screen yet. Why you didn't tell me I was on the screen? Hold up. Let me put myself on the screen real quick. Hold up. Here I am. Yeah, the whole conversation ain't even on screen. But that's the reason why, y'all. So let's continue, y'all. My bad. I did it again.
Okay, y'all, so I came across these videos and I want y'all to watch these because I want you to see the difference between a boy and a man, and a boyfriend and a husband. Enjoy.
How long have you been together?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years. Has he proposed to you yet?
No.
No, not yet. It's coming. It's coming.
You guys live together now?
Yes.
A year and a half. Yeah.
So why would he put a ring on it then if he's already getting everything?
That's a good question. He's getting a wifey. Okay, you got it.
What?
Why would you put a ring on it if we already live together? If I'm already doing wifey shit.
I genuinely love you.
Oh. So when you plan on proposing? You starting something.
Why do I need a ring to show you my love and dedication to you when I do that on a daily basis?
A ring is making it official.
Now notice what he said, okay? He's speaking on the term of feelings and emotions behind it. He's speaking on the term that, look, I show you every single day that I love you. I do things every single day to not only show you, but to prove to you my loyalty towards you, that I love you and I respect you and I honor you. But guess what her response was? Her response was that you didn't make it official. Whenever you see the word official, right? The word official is a legal term, meaning that it had to be law binding. That's why she said what she said. Now, his part on this, right, where he's talking about I don't need a ring to symbolize that we're together. That part right there, I can agree with him on that because that is true. That is absolutely true. That you don't necessarily need a ring to symbolize that y'all married or together. Hell, to be honest with y'all right now, I don't know if y'all notice this, but right now, I'm not even wearing my wedding ring right now. I'm not wearing my wedding ring. I should, but I'm not. But the reason why is because at the end of the day, the only purpose the wedding ring shows is that it shows as a form of a gift to solidify the union that you have together. That's all it means. A wedding ring do not stop a person from not being committed to you. In other words, a person could still cheat on you while wearing a wedding ring. A person could still cheat on you while you're married. It doesn't matter. So the ring don't have absolutely nothing to do with what they're talking about, what for us relationship and marriage. It's about the choice that the person make in their mind and in their heart. That's what it's about. But the part where she's talking about official, she's talking about a legal bonding thing. That's what she's talking about. And that's the part that he's not understanding. But let's continue.
Yeah, there's no such thing as official. You love each other. It's just like
A ring is making it official.
everybody got their own opinion. So it's just like she's a female, so a female gonna have their own opinion anyway.
You're single until married, in my opinion.
Now, This one thing that she said, right? This one thing that she said, I don't agree with that at all, period. She said that we are single until we marry. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. The only reason why people would say that is because they're trying to use that as a form of manipulation to get what they want. But to me, when you make a verbal communication to each other saying that you want to be exclusively with one another, that means that you are committed to each other. It actually means technically that you're married, to be honest with you. That was exactly what I was saying in my trailer when I was telling y'all about this, that when you make that commitment with each other, when y'all both make a verbal commitment to each other, if y'all believe in a higher power, if you believe in God or in a higher power, that solidifies saying that you are together, period, that you're married. If y'all believe in the Bible, in the beginning, in Genesis, God didn't give Adam a ring to give to Eve and put on her finger. They didn't even have no ceremony or nothing like that. God didn't do none of that. All God did was present Adam with a woman. Adam loved what he saw, and God, through his mouth and through their mouth, they made it official. So through verbal communication, it became official. So I know what y'all thinking. I know what y'all thinking. And what you're thinking is true. Urban, so you mean to tell me that all these times where I was in different relationships with men and women, and we said that we made a verbal communication that we wanted to be together, that means that we was married? Hell yeah. It means that y'all was married, but on a spiritual level, you was married. Yeah. Exactly, that's what it means. That's exactly what it means. This is the whole point of what y'all say too about soul ties. Why do y'all say soul ties? Why y'all mention the word about soul ties, especially when you dealing with either a toxic relationship or trying to disavow the relationship? Soul ties mean that you had a spiritual connection with that person, and now you're trying to sever that connection spiritually with that person. That's what soul ties mean. So therefore, you were spiritually connected. You were spiritually married to that person. Yes, that's exactly what that means. So that's why it is important when you're in relationships, right? That you should take relationships and dating very seriously. That you shouldn't just be out just trying to be official with any old type of person. That's because they look good or they got money or they got certain assets or resources. You should take it very seriously who you're going to tie your soul together with. The funny part about this, y'all, is that I have personally learned this lesson the hard way. Everything I'm telling y'all right now, I learned this the hard way, and I learned this through experience. I learned this through experience that I had all these different soul ties, all these different connections with women that I shouldn't have, but I made the choice to do that. And so, therefore, it may be the same way with y'all too. Maybe y'all have different soul ties. And this is another thing too, a point that I want to make to y'all too. This is also the reason why some of y'all, it be hard for y'all to get into good relationships. For the simple fact that you still have that connection with the previous person who you was with. And that connection could include behavior, where if you was in a toxic relationship and now you carrying over that toxic relationship into a brand new relationship, still connected, still tethered to each other. Then wondering why you keep attracting the same old person over and over and over again, because you have a severed that connection. You still had a soul tie towards that person. So yeah, if you are dating or if you're in a relationship, even hell, if you're even married, that's why you should take this very seriously. Not just something you just doing just to be doing. Once again, salute everybody, salute everybody. Sure enough, I see you in the house. Salute, welcome, 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 welcome. But yeah, let's continue, y'all. Let's continue.
That term don't mean shit to me. Yeah.
If you've been with somebody 3 years and you gotta beg for a ring, run. Run. He's not gonna marry you.
What should you spend on our wedding ring?
Now, with her response, she's saying that if you've been with a person for 3 years and they haven't gave you a ring, then you should run from them. Now, part of that, I understand where she's coming from, but another part of that, I'm like, it does, just like I say, it depends. It depends. Once again, deals with the person who you vetted out. If you have vetted out this person properly, and you know without a shadow of doubt that this person cares about you, this person love you not because of he or she need to love you, but they love you genuinely, you know what I'm saying? And they want to build together and stuff. Now the legal part about it, I mean, that's give and take. It could either come or go. But also, like I was telling y'all earlier about how women looking for the transactional part, that's why they want to be legally be married. But however, all that could be settled very easily without even a marriage, without even legally being married. How the way that could be settled is by that man totally showing to that woman that, hey, we're in this thing together, and I'm going to give you everything that you deserve. Was this through my protection, was me providing for you, whatever you need, I got you. And she be securing that. And so therefore, the woman necessarily don't necessarily have to be legally married because she's already receiving that. But on the flip side of that too, the only issues that she'll possibly run into is, let's say for example, something were to happen to that man, right? Let's say the man were to pass away. Now, by her not being legally married to that man, she won't be able to qualify for survivor's benefits through the state. She won't be able to legally acquire, the rest of his assets and different things like that because they're not legally married. She won't be able to do none of that stuff. That's the only flip side to that. Unless that man loved that woman so much where he even put up a will stating that, hey, my wife is going to be the sole beneficiary of my property in case I were to pass away, and this is how the way I want it to be handled. Then that's different. If he thinks like that. So there are ways around there where you necessarily don't have to be legally married. But once again, I'm just stating that because that's how the way women think. You know what I'm saying? Which is nothing wrong with them thinking that way. Now, this other part about him, they been married for 3 years and stuff like that. To me, that's another thing. To me, I it kind of like up and down with me. It just really depends on that man. But like me personally, right? If I know that there's a woman that I'm interested in and we're vibing together, we're spending time with each other, and I know without a shadow of doubt that this woman is for me, I'm that type of man. I'll wife you up. I don't care. I'm marrying you. That's the exact thing that I did with Mrs. Urban. When I saw that Mrs. Urban was the one period, I saw that not only she was my best friend, but she was my soulmate. She was everything to me. And she's my day one in, she's my ride or die. I wiped her up so darn fast. I didn't even think twice about it. Sure did. But just like I said, that really does depend on that man. But it does also in his situation too, it just really depends on him. Maybe it's something about her that he see that he really don't wife her up about. I don't know. I don't know. But let's continue, y'all. Yes, let's continue. Matter of fact, before we continue, let me go on and address these chat because my my day ones, right? My moderators, they be kind of getting on me about that. Like, Urban, why you don't never address this chat? I like, man, say y'all know how I be. But let me go on and address the chat. We're gonna jump into this, all right? We're gonna jump deep into this. I'm gonna go all the way back, Lord Jesus. Oh, salute to Anaya listening in. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Oh, this your birthday month concert? Salute. No, not that way. Let's see. As men, we should know what our women need and like, which is that is facts. I agree. Then it depends on what needs to be done as a man, which I agree on that too. Good topic, bro. Appreciate you. Now, Rashid said that he said after 1 year, I put a ring on Anaya after she got pregnant and before my first child came. Salute to that. Salute to that. And the reason why Rashid did that is because he knew. He knew what he was looking for, and he knew that Anaya gave him that quality of type of woman that he desired. So he wanted to secure it, which is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it. Mad Dog, she said, very valid question, though. It is, it is, it is. Come through with the facts. Yep. Let me see. All right. Mad Dog, she said this, but she was already willing to do those things without marriage for at least 3 years at that. Now, that is a true statement, Mad Dog. I agree with you on that. Now, the question that we need to be asking ourselves is why? Why would she be willing to do that? Why would she be willing to give all of that without considering the possibility thereof? Maybe she was doing this because she felt like, well, maybe if I give him my all, then he's going to return it back. Which that goes back to what I was saying earlier about how the way women are transactional, where they feel if they give this or if they invest into this, then they should get what they want in return. That could be a possibility. Or another possibility is that maybe she was brought up to be that way. Maybe through her upbringing, maybe her parents taught her to be that way, and she was doing it. Got to be a possibility too. You ever see? Say he's a walking story. All right, Matt Dog also say this, but to keep promising marriage could also be a form of manipulation to keep that person holding on to without intending to actually do so. That is Mad Dog. That is actually true too. That is the true textbook definition of being a narcissist. Meaning that they got everything that they need out of this woman, but they don't want to fully commit to that woman. So therefore, they keep other people from getting this woman, then they'll keep stringing this woman along over and over again, making her empty promises. Girl, you know I'm gonna marry you, right? You know I'm gonna marry you, right? You know I'm gonna marry you, right? You know, girl, you know I got that ring in the left way right now. No, a good way, ain't got no ring in the left way. He'll even make the effort to go to her parents, right? Like, hey, you know I'm gonna marry your daughter, right? You know I'm gonna marry your daughter, right? Yeah, that's the one. I'm gonna marry her. But lo and behold, this dude manipulating the hell out of her just to get what he want. So yeah, I agree. Oh yeah, yeah, facts. That's good too. He Rashid said this. He didn't want to bring kids into this world out of red light, so he had to step up. Which that's good, but but I have a but to that too, bro. That is good, but there are situations where men do that, right? Where they want to go ahead and get married to that woman, so they want to bring these kids out of wedlock. But however, These dudes are not in love with that woman. They love her body, they love the physical connection, but they're not in love with that woman. Or it could be vice versa, where the woman is not necessarily in love with that man, but she wanted to get a kid out of him because she wanted a baby. And so, bringing this kid out, the next thing you know, you're like, man, let me go on, get married to her. And you're getting married for the wrong reasons. Instead, you get married because you're committed to each other, you love each other, and that's your soulmate, and all these different things like that. Instead of you doing that, you're getting married because of a kid. To be honest with you, this is also the reason why, one of the main reasons why the divorce rate is so high in this country. Because once again, we're not taking the proper time of vetting each other out in relationships. Oh, your birthday on October the 21st? Oh, yeah, we got to celebrate, y'all. And you said you have no birthday party at your mama's house? All right, bet. So, I'll talk about that at the stream on concert. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. All right, facts, facts, facts. But all right, so let's go ahead and jump deeper into this discussion. All right, so she's gonna want to give another scenario, right? The first scenario she's giving, she's basically saying that this dude was a boy or he was less than a man because he didn't want to put a ring on this woman's finger. All right, that's her first scenario. The second video is she going to present this is how the way a man's supposed to be. Okay, which this also going into my conversation. Ask y'all again, do y'all feel like a woman should give a man advice about how to be a man towards a woman? So let's listen to this.
I mean, show it. I mean, go ahead.
Let me
Run, he's not gonna marry you.
What should you spend on our wedding ring?
I mean, show it. I mean, go ahead.
Now, the very first question that this dude asks is this. He asks, how much should you spend on a wedding ring? So I'm kind of curious. Chat right now. Put it in the chat right now. How much do you think a man should spend on a wedding ring? Put it in the chat right now. How much do y'all think a man should spend on a wedding ring on you? Then we'll go further. And then afterwards, I'll let you know exactly how much I spent on Mrs. Urban wedding ring. She said this on the Saturday. All right, bet Constance. I got you. All right, yeah. So put in the chat. How much do y'all think a man should spend on a wedding ring? And I'm gonna let y'all know how much I spent on a wedding ring with Mrs. Urban. So thank you, Sloppy. I'm gonna close this poll to y'all. All right. So Canby, she said that wasn't important to her. Okay. Constance said that I want to say about $1,000. Okay. Go ahead. Continue. All right. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, Rasheed, appreciate you, bro. Good night. And you got some men that'll pay less than $1,000. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all exactly how much I spent on Mrs. Zerby wedding ring. I'm talking about the full set. Her engagement ring and wedding ring combined together. I'm telling you, full set. Her engagement ring and wedding ring together combined. I spent no more than $500 for her ring. Kid you not. And that ring looked good as hell. It's not no Cuban zirconia or nothing like that. It's real diamonds and everything. That ring is a really nice ring. I only spent no more than $500 for that full set, y'all. $500. The reason why I spent $500 for that set, right, that full entire set, engagement ring and wedding ring, is for the simple fact that I believe that I shouldn't have to spend thousands of dollars just to prove something that's going to obviously already been proven and is going to be constantly be proven over and over again. I'm just being real about it. I also believe that whenever a man spend more than $500 for an engagement ring and a wedding ring, and this is just my perspective, I believe that when a man spend more than $500 for a full set like that, I believe the only reason why he's doing it is because he's just trying to flex. Because just like I stated earlier, the ring don't have no significant value of your marriage. It don't. It is ridiculous for a woman to walk around with a car on her hand, because that's how much a average car cost is about what, $35,000 or more, something like that. An average does base model car costs about that much. So why would you want your woman to walk around with a car on her hand? That's to prove that you bought her this ring so she could show it off. Most average women do not care about the price of the ring unless that ring look extremely cheap. Say it again. Most average women do not care about the cost of the ring as long as that ring do not look extremely cheap, meaning that you sit up here and literally went up to Walmart or Costco and got that mug. You went to these secondhand jewelry shops where it be like these Hindu people or whoever be up in these shops and got a ring and it looked cheap. But other than that, a woman do not care about that. But however, the only type of women that do care about that is the type of women who's trying to get something out of it. They're the only type of women who care about that. So I want y'all to listen to this. All right? I want y'all to listen to this dude. All right, and I want y'all to also pay attention to this dude body language and everything, that how the way he explaining this too. Okay.
It's a decent amount. So if you look up like a 3-carat diamond, it's a decent amount I spent on her. But she deserves even more.
Numbers wise, what we talking?
I mean, how much was it? 35K? 35K, yeah.
35,000 bucks.
Yeah.
So he spent that much on a wedding ring for you as a gesture. What does he get in return?
I think I should answer that. So I get a partner that's loyal. I get the mother of my children. I get the most beautiful woman that I've ever, been around. And the most important thing is how she treats me and how she treats my family and how she treats her family. So for me, I have a partner for life, and it's worth every investment there is.
Okay. But a lot of people would say you could have the same thing without dropping 35K on a ring.
You could. And money's not an issue. Like, if you can get a cheap ring and it's the person that's for you, whatever. But it also depends on how much you make.
You can see.
Now, before we get to her response, all right, notice I want y'all to pay attention to a lot of things that was happening in this conversation, all right? One of the key things that I want y'all to pay attention to is, once again, body language, okay? Notice his body language versus the other dude body language that we seen earlier, right? The first dude body language that we seen, right? He was unsure of. He was like kind of timid, intense. He wasn't very confident. But however, notice this dude body language. And trust me, it don't have nothing to do with race. It don't have nothing to do with race. But notice his body language. His body language is that he's assured of himself, he's confident, he has a leadership type of energy. The reason why you know that is because notice how he totally took control of that conversation. Hell, he didn't even allow her to talk at all. He's like, no, I got this. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna tell her how it is. And notice also how submissive she was towards him. Notice how submissive she was towards him. Now, the reason why she is like this and the reason why he's like this is because of this. Is because this man has money. Kid you not. This dude has money. That's the reason why he's the way that he is. That's the reason why his body language is the way he is. And also, that's why his wife is in a more submissive position too. Is because of what he got. Kid you not. This dude just said that he dropped $35,000 just on her wedding ring. $35,000. And notice what he said about that. He said, I dropped $35,000 because it was an investment towards him. And then right after that, the dude asked her, like, okay, well, you dropping all this money on this woman, right? So what are you getting out of return? Notice that when he said, notice that he was separate talking about all the physical things that he was getting out of her. I'm getting a wife. I'm getting a lawyer wife. You know what I'm saying? She's going to be the mother of my children. So let me translate all that. In other words, what he's saying is that whatever I want from her, she's going to give it to me. No questions asked, because I am securing the bag for her. That's pretty much what he's saying. Listen to it. Listen to it.
Every investment there is.
Okay. But a lot of people would say you could have
Let me go.
$35,000.
It's a decent amount. So if you look up like a 3-carat diamond, it's a decent amount I spent on her. But she deserves even more.
Numbers wise, what we talking?
I mean, how much was it? 35K? 35K, yeah.
$35,000.
Yeah.
So he spent that much on a wedding ring for you as a gesture. What does he get in return?
I think I should answer that. So I
And doesn't notice that he said, I think I should answer that. Meaning that, woman, look, I'm securing the bag. You ain't saying nothing. I got this. I got it. And that's why she like, okay, shoot. I don't care as long as you buy me what I want. I don't care what you say.
I get a partner that's loyal. I get the mother of my children. I get the most beautiful woman that I've ever, been around. And the most important thing is how she treats me and how she treats my family and how she treats her family.
So once again, he mentioned everything about her physically. He said he get a beautiful woman. He gonna get her being the mother of his children. But notice he didn't really say nothing about her personality. He didn't go into details saying that, hey, the reason why, I'm doing that is because, man, she have a great personality. Man, it be times where I be down and she motivate me. She supports me, doing different things. Even though I am the sole breadwinner, she still supports me in that aspect for us financially, even though she don't need to, but she does. Notice he didn't say none of that. But the reason why he's saying all that is because he know that he secured the bag with this woman because he got the money, and she got with this dude because he got the money. That's where it boils down to.
For me, I have a partner for life, and it's worth every investment there is.
Okay. But a lot of people would say you could have the same thing without dropping 35K on a ring.
You could. And
Now look, she also agreeing too, saying that yeah, absolutely. But to be honest with you, she kind of capping a little bit, because if this dude was just an average dude who wasn't making all that money right, I guarantee that she probably wouldn't give this dude the time of the day, because he'll be have to bringing something to her. Because once again, notice what I said earlier, right, about how the way women are transactional, that they need to get something, they need to feel secure. So if this dude is an average dude, just like old boy in the beginning, right? Trust me, more than likely, she know that just her beauty alone is going to get her a better quality of a man. So she would not date this dude. She wouldn't even talk to this dude. Sour Patch, what's up with it? But let's continue.
And money's not an issue. Like, if you can get a cheap ring and it's the person that's for you, whatever. But it also depends on how much you make.
You can see in
See? And he said it too at the very end. He said it too.
5K on a ring.
You could. And money's not an issue. Like, if you can get a cheap ring and it's the person that's for you, whatever. But it also depends on how much you make.
you can see
It also depends on how much you make. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up, because the key point of this video is what she gonna say after this that I want y'all to focus in on. Because apparently to her, she believed that this second scenario is what is the driving factor of what is determined for a man to be a man, what a man should be a man. A man should, go through these extremities to wife up a woman. She honestly believed this, but let's go.
in the other video the gentleman who's married to his wife, who had no problem spending money on his wife's wedding ring, who has no problem taking care of his wife, who has no problem coming to her defense when the interviewer was getting ready to come for her. Almost seemed like he was, trying to say that, oh, what does she bring to the table type of question. He came to her defense. I mean, that was the most beautiful.
And notice what she said. She purposely was targeting that what does she bring to the table question. The reason why is because this what woman brings to the table question is one of the number one talking points when you deal with men who are part of the Manosphere, men who are part of the red pill community. All right. And that whole example is a textbook example of what men see the value of these type of women, what they bring to the table, which at the end of the day, it's their physicalness, it's their body, and if it's how the way they can want to produce. This is the reason why in the same community, especially like the late Kevin Samuels would say that they want a woman to be fit, friendly, and submissive, for the simple fact that they want this woman to be fit, meaning that they want this woman to be fit enough so they can bear their children. They want this woman to be friendly, meaning not being argumentative. They want the woman to be submissive. Because the man wants to be in total control of the situation, like how old dude did. But she's not seeing that. She only seeing the glorifying part that he's giving her money. And she thinking that that's the whole aspect of being a man. And therefore, that's what a man's supposed to do to wife up a woman. But she's missing that whole entire thing, which that is not true. And this is the reason why, and here's another thing too, why I'm talking about this, is because this is another reason why women get trapped in these type of situations where they end up getting trapped with a dude who's a narcissist. They end up getting trapped with a dude who's controlling. demanding that he throw his money on her. Well, I got the money. What you gonna do? And remember what I stated earlier too. Remember what I stated earlier about the patriarchal system. There are still men who function out of the patriarchal system in this country, where they'll use their money to control women. But she don't see it like that. She only seeing it based on how the way she feel in that situation, instead of logically seeing the truth behind it. But let's continue. Oops, my bad. I don't know why I keep doing that.
Okay, y'all. So I came across
I'm speed up this
exactly
time.
when you
Whatever. It's also the
you can see
Blah, blah, blah. Here we
in
go.
the other video, the gentleman who's married to his wife, who had no problem spending money on his wife's wedding ring, who has no problem taking care of his wife, who has no problem coming to her defense when the interviewer was getting ready to come for her. Almost seemed like he was, trying to say that, oh, what does she bring to the table type of question. He came to her defense. I mean, that was the most beautiful video I have seen in a long time.
She said it was beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, is a husband. Again, I will say this about the Black community, and I love my community, and I ride for my community, but we got to do better. And we, as in, I mean, men, y'all got to do better, because some of these questions, some of these conversations that we're having are very juvenile. Very juvenile. Why should I give you a ring when you already do it? This is exactly why, ladies, this is exactly why I say, don't do all that wife stuff. Don't do all that wife stuff, because they're going to drag their feet when it comes to marrying you. Do a little bit. Do just enough. But you don't need to cook, clean, do his laundry and all that stuff to prove that you are a wife. If you are a wife, he will know it. And he will not require you to do all of that stuff. It's very simple. Okay.
So the last part of this, and this last part that you're saying, right? This is another part where I disagree a lot on this. Okay. One of the main things, that the driving points that she's talking about, is that if a man wife you up right, if you become a wife to that man, he's not going to require you to cook and clean and do laundry and all this stuff there. That is the most craziest, most childish thing that I done ever heard in my life. So you mean to tell me that once when you become a wife, you're totally exempt for doing things as a grown adult that you're supposed to be doing anyway as a grown adult? Prior, before you getting married, right? When you're single, you was doing all these things, right? Cooking, cleaning, washing your clothes, cleaning up the house. You was already doing it while you was single. Unless you're super bougie, you had somebody doing it for you. But if that dude end up getting with you, knowing good and well you never touch or earn a day before your life, you hire people to do that and stuff, then that's something on that dude part. Because that mean on that part, he got to measure up to that. That mean on that part, he can't have that expectation for you to do something that you never did. That is facts. But if you already been doing this grown up stuff while being single, then why in the world do you think that when you become married, you're just totally exempt from doing that? Why? That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to cook. You're supposed to clean. You're supposed to do laundry. You're supposed to um um have the house tidy up and all so. That's what you're supposed to do. But now the only part about this is that I don't believe that it's a woman's sole responsibility to do all that on her own. I don't agree with that. No, I don't at all. Do y'all know that one of the biggest blessings that I have received from my parents is that my parents taught me how to be independent, meaning that my parents taught me how to cook. My parents taught me how to clean the house. My parents taught me how to wash clothes, taught me how to earn clothes. My parents taught me all these different things to take care of myself. That was a great blessing that my parents did for me. So therefore, since I know how to do that right, that's what I bring, as we say, to the table to my marriage. Because even right now, I do that. I cook, I clean, I also wash clothes and stuff too. I don't make that be the sole responsibility for Mrs. Urban because I know that she works just like I work. We're dealing in a modern day time right now where we're dealing in a modern day time right now where women are working just like men are. They're working crazy hours just like how men are working crazy hours. So it would be unrealistic and unfair for that man to make a woman do everything for his household duties or doing duties as an adult by herself. That is unrealistic and unfair. So it's both of y'all responsibility as grown adults to take care of the house, to do everything possible. Like even right now, I have neighbors right now, right? My neighbors right now. I be seeing my neighbor's wife, she be out there cutting the yard, she be out there trimming the hedges, be doing all kind of stuff. Not because he's not doing it, but because she know it's a requirement as keeping the house maintained. That's what she's supposed to do. That's what she's supposed to do. Likewise, the same thing with the man. That's what he's supposed to do. That is a duty that both of y'all supposed to do together. Period. There's no type of gender thing involved where a man's supposed to just do this and that, and a woman just supposed to be doing this and that, period. No. Now, I want to show y'all. She have another video that I want to share with y'all too. That's something very interesting. This video, she had an interaction with her grandfather. She called her papa, right? Now, I want y'all to hear this interaction too. And I'm gonna give my perspective about this. It was a very interesting conversation too. So here we go.
Yvonne Picani. She didn't mind spending, she didn't mind buying what she wanted, and I didn't mind her spending the money to get it.
Period.
That's a nice sheet.
Did you guys ever split bills 50-50?
The money,
Bills. Did she ever have to pay bills?
she ain't paid 1 cent on any house bill. All the money she spends on herself.
Ooh, amen.
Unless it's something she wanted in the house, and say, I want to buy this and that. That's kind of her too. But I'm the one going to take care of her and the house, you see.
Yep.
Did she work, or did you take care of them?
Yeah, she worked, but she spent her own money.
Right.
She didn't spend her money on the house or anything. Maybe something she wanted. Women are made to manage the home. Men are made to bring in the finances and give it to the manager, which is the wife, and trust her to do with it what she will do. That's God's design for it, and it'll go well. She needs to take care of herself, take care of her children, make sure that the house is well supplied. I'm responsible for bringing the money in, and she's responsible for using it and managing it, you see. And when she needs help, she can call on me, and I can help her. But I'd rather see my baby do it than do it myself, you see. She's always been my baby, and if anybody doesn't like it, that's just too bad.
Oops.
That's tough. What we used to say when I was young, that's tough, and I'm not going to add the other word to it.
Tough stuff. Tough stuff.
Tough stuff, yeah, but let's go at that, yeah. It's the same S, but it's a different word, yeah.
All right, so far one, shout out to our old school here. Shout out to him. A lot of things that he was saying, I kind of agree. Then another things I kind of disagree. But at the same time, I understand where he's coming from. Okay. Now the things that I disagree with him about is this. He was basically making the suggestion through his experiences that pretty much he was the one who was, the breadwinner of the family, right? He's the one, the breadwinner of the family. He the one who pretty much bring the income in. He give the money to his wife, right? And she manages the money how the way it needs to be managed or allocated the way it needs to be allocated for us, spending it on bills and X, Y, Z and stuff like that. That part right there, I agree with him on that. It's nothing wrong with that at all. But the part I disagree with him on is this. He was pretty much making that same assumption that a lot of women say all the time. And that assumption is this. What's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. I don't agree with that. Period. I absolutely do not agree with that. It should be what's yours is mine, and what's mine is yours. That's how the way it should be. When you have that mentality thinking that you should take this dude money and you should just have your money, you just do whatever you want to with that money while he have the responsibility of doing things what he need to do with the money, you making it be obligated like that, then that is unfair. That is unfair and that's unrealistic. It should be a joint community effort. Just as the same, the point that I made earlier about how the way we take care of grown folks' business, take care of the chores around the house and stuff like that. It's a joint effort in doing that. Same thing with finances. It's not no separation of finance. It's not him taking 100% of the responsibility and you get zero and you just do it whenever you feel like you want to do it. That ain't how that works. You bring all that together into one. And there's another saying too that I don't agree with. Now, she was talking about 50-50 in a relationship. I want to tell y'all right now that it is no such thing as 50-50 in a relationship. Y'all looking at me like, Irvin, what the hell? I'm gonna say it again. It is no such thing as 50-50 in a relationship, period. It's no such thing. It's no such thing as that. Let me explain to y'all about this 50-50 thing. So what you're pretty much is saying is this. You're pretty much is saying that I'm only going to give you 50% of me in this relationship while you give 50% of you in this relationship. And we're going to make that be 100%. So I'm not a mathematician scholar or anything, but that doesn't equate. So once again, I'm only giving 50% of me. Why you give 50% of you? So the question we should be asking ourselves is, where's the remainder of the 50% going to? Where's it going towards? The remainder of the 50%, where's it going towards? But in reality, what it should be is that you're giving 100% of you, everything of you, while I'm giving 100% of everything of me. That's how the way it's supposed to be. Because when you give 100%, then what's going to come back is 100%. Now, I'm also a person that I believe in universal law principles. Okay. If y'all know what universal law is, that's another show for another time. But I believe in universal law principles. I believe that whatever you bring is going to be returned back to you. Same concept with, people who are Christians, right? Where it say give and it shall be given, right? Same concept. If you only giving does half of you, more than likely half is going to return back. But if you're giving it your all, right? Giving all of you, right? That all what's going to happen is all of it is going to return back. And this is another reason why a lot of relationships be unsuccessful because people enter into relationships with this 50-50 mentality. They could, I'm just going to only give 50% of me and that's it. That's all you're going to get. But you end up giving 50% to another person. That's where cheating be happening and stuff too. You're only giving 50% to this person. Then next thing you know, you're giving your other percent out to another person. I don't know. Some of y'all probably have y'all probably have work husbands and work wives, and so you probably giving a certain percentage out to them. I don't know. I don't know what the hell y'all be doing, but it's not going towards that person you say that you love. It's going somewhere else, and it shouldn't be that way. It should always be 100%. You should always give your all in relationships and just doing things, period. You should always give your best because when you give your best, that's what's going to return back to you is the best. But if you give half stuff, then half stuff is going to return. Another thing too, I teach this concept even to my children and stuff too. When they be doing extracurricular activities, when they be doing their curriculums at school and everything, I teach them the same concept that you need to give it out. If you give it your very best, that's what's going to return back to you. If you half stepping, it's the half stepping is going to come back to you, and it's going to show. It's going to be a reflection. And that also goes with the one saying too about the foundation, right? When they give the analogy about the foundation, that's a crack in your foundation. The reason why it's a crack in your foundation is because you give 50% of your relationship instead of 100. Instead of giving your all. That's why it's a crack in your foundation. And so what end up happening, and it's crazy too, is that what end up happening is that us being human, right, we start looking for that other 50% in other things or in other people through this human nature. So we start looking for that in other avenues. Well, my husband ain't doing this, or my boyfriend, whoever is not doing this, so I'm gonna find it in another person to do it. And you start seeking that out. Then you be wondering, like, dang man, how the hell I get caught up in this? Because it wasn't 100% to begin with. It was only 50%. So you should always going in with your all. Period. But let me see. Did you say something else? No, he didn't say nothing else. I pretty much cover all that and stuff. So yeah. So that was the only part that I want to share with y'all on this particular video. All right. Yeah, that was the only part I want to share with y'all with this particular video. Other than that, y'all, shoot, where am I at? Damn it. All right, there I am. All right. Other than that, y'all, that's all I got for this particular episode. All right, of this podcast. So how y'all feel about this Do y'all agree with my assessment of this? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Like I always y'all can always put it in the comments. Like always. Also, my one of my daughters was coming in here, right, and she was reminding me. She like, it's storming outside, right? Like, the alarms was going off. It's a tornado. I like, girl, it's all right. We're gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Don't worry about it. I got you. But I am aware of it. I am aware of it. Now, South Pass, she said this. She said, what about when a spouse is giving their all and the other high? What is high? The other walking all over them or beating them. How do we handle that situation? That's a great question, which I addressed this earlier. Yeah, I addressed this earlier, but that is actually a great question. What if in other words, she asking, what if you're the one you're giving your all, but the other person is not giving their all? In fact, this person is abusive to you. How do you handle that situation? How the way you handle this situation is that You need to vet out the situation. You need to vet out if this person is for you or not. If you in a situation where you know it's toxic, you know it's abusive, you have every right, every right to discontinue that relationship because of that. You have every right to be in a relationship where that person is giving you your all. You have every right where that person is treating you with respect. They're not treating you as property, but they're treating you with absolute respect. You have every right to that. And if they're not giving that to you, then by all means leave. I don't care how long you've been in a relationship. I don't care how long you've been married. If they're not giving that to you and the relationship is toxic as hell too, why be in it? Because that's what I was stating earlier too about soul ties and stuff too. Because sometimes people will be in these toxic relationships and stuff, right? And they still tethered to that, and they are bringing that situation into the new relationship, thinking that this is normal when it's not. It is nothing normal about that. It is nothing normal about that. Now, some people believe that you should stay in these type of relationship until death do you part. The reason why they feel this way and the reason why they think this way is because of religious reason. Only because of religious reason, because they think this way. Because they feel like if they don't honor their vows that they give them to God, they feel like God is going to get them. They feel like God is not going to bless them. But that is not true. If you believe in God, you believe in God, you believe in higher power, right? God is not going to condemn you. God is not going to curse you for you want to leave out a relationship that is toxic, a relationship that is not benefiting you at all, period. God would rather see you happy than to be miserable. Why in the world would God want to see you sad and upset? Then on top of that, if we're talking about vows and stuff, right? Automatically right off the bat, that person already have forfeited the agreement of the vows. If they being toxic and doing all these different things, which just swings right back around what I was saying earlier about giving 100%. Because even them vows that you quote, them vows is pretty much saying that you're going to give 100% of yourself to each other. That's pretty much what it's saying. But if you're not honoring that vows before God and before the people around you, and you're not doing that, then you have forfeited your vows. Them vows is now void. And so you have every right to get out of that, especially if it's toxic. And that goes for both men and women. And that relationship toxic, yo, get out. Trust me, there's nothing wrong with it. Do it. There's nothing wrong with that. I personally know people who stay in these type of relationships where they end up losing their life over it. And the reason why they stay is for two reasons. They felt like that they couldn't find nobody else that's better than where they at or the situation where they at, which they deal with fear. And the second part of it is, like I stated earlier, because of religious reasons, because they feel like since they mama and daddy told them that, or maybe mama and daddy was in a toxic relationship, they feel that that's normal. And they was using religion as a cover up, which that is not true. They're not true at all. Oh yeah, yeah, we getting rain up here. Yeah, it's storming now. She said Sour Patch mean as hell. Sour Patch sure is mean. You ain't lying about that, Constance. But other than that, y'all, I hope I explain that to the best of my ability. You know what I'm saying? Just giving y'all from my perspective. You know what I mean? Hope I explain that. So yeah. But other than that, y'all, once again, I appreciate y'all tuning in to this podcast. I hope I gave y'all a different perspective. Whether you agree with me or not, it's all good. You know, I don't care. It don't matter. So thank y'all for tuning in. Thank everybody who want to tune in to this podcast as well too. My day ones, Constance, Sweet Rita, Can Be. Um, Appreciate y'all tuning in, and everybody else who tuned in as well too. Who else we have? We have so Taylor May, what's up with us, sis? Appreciate you on tuning in as well too. Um, Rashid, appreciate you stopping by, bro. Um, and who else? Who else? Show enough. Appreciate you as well too. Mad Dog, appreciate you as well too, sweetheart. Thank you so much for tuning in. And everyone who are watching in the bushes as well too. Appreciate y'all tuning in, watching this podcast, and everyone who's gonna catch the replay of this too. Appreciate y'all tuning into the show. All right. So other than that, that's all I got for tonight, y'all. Just like I say, it's starting to storm now, and I don't want my internet, coming off in the middle of the show because that'll make me so mad. But I'm gonna end it right here, real quick. Those of y'all who don't know this, I did put in my community wall that I have separated my DJing into a whole nother channel. Okay, so those of y'all who not subbed up to my other channel, by all means, sub up to my channel today. It's the same name. It is simply called the House of Urban Lounge. Okay, so sub up to that channel, so y'all won't miss my live DJing. All right, because I know y'all enjoy that a whole lot. So sub up to that channel. It's up right now. Okay, and other than that, that's pretty much it, y'all. Thank y'all so much, and I will see y'all again on the next episode. All right, peace out, and y'all have a great and wonderful night. Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on. I forgot, y'all. Hold up. Come back, y'all. Come back. I forgot. All right, Constance. Okay, so Constance, you saying your birthday's on the 28th? Is that what you told me earlier? Say your birthday on 28th. So you want me to DJ for you on your birthday, Constance? Because I'll do it if you want me to. You say it's on a Saturday night. Let me see. Or is it what day you said? No, you say it's on the 21st. You say it was on the 21st, all right? On the Saturday. So do you want me to DJ for you? Yeah, if you want me to DJ for you that night, then I'll set up a special one show for you, Constance, that night. Who else's birthday? Somebody else said that their birthday was in October too. Was it showing up that said her birthday was up in October, or was that on Scorpio lady who said their birthday was in October? Somebody said it too. I forgot. Oh, Scorpio lady. Okay, facts. Scorpio lady want me to do Halloween DJ, and I bet. So she want me to DJ on Halloween? If she want me to DJ on Halloween, then I could do that. I do that because Halloween is on a Tuesday. So yeah, I can. Yeah, I definitely do that for her. I set up a Halloween stream for her, and yeah, Constance, I can. If you want me to DJ for you, Constance, I can DJ for you on the 21st too. All right. So you let me know what's up. All right, y'all. Let me know what's up. And Scorpio Lady, she's not even in the chat right now. So Sour Patch, whenever you get in contact with Scorpio Lady again, have her to I guess email me. Email me on my page. All right. Well, email me with details about what type of music she want me to play and all the stuff there. All right. If you get in contact with her again. Okay. So We'll do that for sure. We'll do that. Oh, you said DJ for your daughter on November the 4th. How old is your daughter? Are you talking about your young daughter or your older daughter? Is your daughter grown up? But what type of DJing you want me to do? That's what depends. Cause I don't want to have your baby on twerking. Is she a young baby? I'm not, I'm not that wild. Oh, she's 24. Okay, I bet. Yeah, I could definitely DJ for her on November the 4th. So make sure that you remind me of that too on South Patch. So I'll definitely do that. I'll definitely DJ for her. She says she like twerk music. I'm pretty sure she's 24, so I know her playlist. I know exactly the music that she like. She'll probably like some of our music, probably some 90s music, probably some early 2000s, but she gonna also like modern day 2000 music, which I have a whole playlist for that already. So don't worry about it. I got her. She gonna be wanting to listen to Ice Spice and all that. I got it. I got a whole playlist for that. So yeah, I got you on that. But yeah, just remind me, okay? Remind me on that. November the 4th. All right. So I got you. So we're gonna do a stream for birthday stream for concerts on the 21st. And we are going to do a Halloween stream for a Scorpio lady. And then in November, we will be doing a birthday stream for South Patch daughter. Sounds like a play to me. Sounds like a play to me. Okay. Oh, say her name is Nisha. Hey, Nisha. Hey, how you doing? But we got it. We got it set. Okay. All right. So bet. So I will see y'all this Friday. I'll see y'all this Friday on my fan page channel. Oh, also, when I do my DJing, it's not gonna be on my podcast channel. Okay, it's gonna be on my other channel. Okay, so make sure that you're subbed up to that channel. Okay. Other than that, I'll see y'all later. I'll see y'all this Friday. Okay, for R&B night. So peace out, and I'm actually gone this time for real. Bye.